Revenant. Across the map, they try to show presence, but predominantly long, where the double satchel enables the fast peek, but Sai quick to dismantle on the back of this triple setup. No, they have the utility out of the hand, and Whimp finds the opening. This could be a disaster, but Vibhor, he composes himself, he grabs the situation back into sanity.
He's got to make sure he gets this first pick right off the bat. Blackhawk now inching closer. And the contact getting nigh, and the player is spotted. Joshes, he's caught with his hands down. The shots missed, but Blackhawk still managed to take one out. Vibhor with immediate trade though, he's gonna back up, play on the contact, and now in the 2v1. 3v3 on the map, and God's Reign in a slightly better position, at least in terms of utility. They've got the recon to try and set up Hoax for success, but it's all about that 1v1. Whimp caught off guard with nowhere to go. He sets up the fall line and instead focuses in on his teammates. They pick out two, and just like that, Revenant able to shut down off towards the A site. They've decided to change the plan. Now heading on towards this site, but it's all about the bait, but they still read into it. They shut them down. One tap got with one, and Ching follows up immediately, and Revenant, they're picking up the pace. A simple plant and likely a simple round here, OJ.
Exactly. As soon as that player peeked to his shot, they knew exactly what he was setting up for. And I think that's something that you can take a good note of from the game yesterday. God's Reign, especially with that operator, might have their reservations on this, but KnightRider still finding that pick towards lamps. That is criminal, and he's punished, rightfully so. It's all left on the Ember, and I think he's bit off far more than he can chew.
Still though, 1v3 with nowhere to go. He's got to just attempt. He's got to try. Can't really go for the save with nowhere left to place. Finds the flick, and yet another Ember turns the tables around. He's not got much time though, so goes down the diffuse. Will try to get it halfway through.
At least that flash did give them information, although this aggressive play could work. No, Ember almost let that go! What? But he recovers, he recoups, and he delivers them to their coffin and their maker. Two-man advantage so far. Vibhor now committing the push from Hookah. Whimp is out of the equation. Individually, Revenants are forced to take fights, which, hey, they've been winning out for the majority of this game. Sadly, this is not one instance of it.
That's what you call tactical whiff, you know?
Yeah, close range though, and KnightRider still has no inkling about Sai's positioning. Actually, that's Ching. Sai push through lamps, doesn't pan out. Ching with the double holds his teammates back. The fact not only giving them the advantage, but setting up so much crossfire for this post plant.
Whimp's got his eyes set on the flank, but he immediately gets shut down. And now the Toad they're forced to deal with, but the backup is profound. Ching, he managed to shut him down in a clean.
Essence. I think they just about expected him, but Josh has caught in transition. There could be the possibility of a bait res. The man disadvantage, and Revenant slowly but surely the desperation will start to seep in. Oh, the frenzy! You wouldn't assume that it'll betray you at a range like, although the utility still leads the way for Sai. Ching trying his very best to hold the 4 on his own, leaves us all in the hold hands of Blackhawk. 1 versus 2, repositions back towards Octagon, and I dodges that flash, so less information for God's Reign to work on. They do have audio cue, however, no start. He needs to beat the start down a difference, and there's a lot more that he can still do.
Starting to devolve into a brawl though, yet God's Reign able to hold it down. It's again KnightRider's op leading that charge. He's picked up 1, and with a couple following through, Sai, he's turning up the pressure. 5v2 now on the map, and God's Reign with a broken bar in the right position to pick them off. Blackhawk and Whimp strike through in cohesion, and now suddenly God's Reign might be in trouble. But the judge
value with the headhunter as he has with the oh no, what the hell? What? Holy moly, that is a PTSD-esque way to go down. God, anybody would be traumatized inside, trying his very best to hold on for his life, to hold on for this round. The fact that the 3 players of Revenant right at the doorsteps of B. Rather, they choose on the commitment. Now the retake, the utility dumped on the faces of Revenant, yet it is of no avail whatsoever. The man disadvantage for Revenant, and the close peek. Blackhawk, this is brilliant. positioning and brilliant range to make the Spectre useful enough.
They said though the ultimate's coming online as a showstopper.
Oh, no!
But Hoax is off and he finds a double. And instantly there's trouble for Blackhawk in this fight. He has nowhere to go, but the fall line coming through to help him out.
Possible. Shown us that in the past, might show us this in the present, although Whimp instantly removed from the battlefield. Leaving the solitary sniper. Oh, what a flick!
Wow.
What a shot! And there still stands a chance side the jump classic.
They're happy to give the plant because they have their own Nightfall to play on that retake Revenant.
Nice opening though, one tap got towards Shars and Whimp finds another on a KnightRider. Hoax, the only one who's been able to find anything for God's Rain to work with. The white swing, it's still of no avail though on the re-engagement side. Two players staring him down from heaven as he sent down the depths of hell. God's Rain. Their reign in the second half looks to come to a momentary finish unless Ember pulls off the play of his life. Phenomenal one tap on a Josh S and he's individualizing some of these frags.
Doesn't move away despite a flash, despite a prowler, and that is opportunity for them to punish, but the crunch coming down. Hoax, he completely misses, and that's a nightmare that he doesn't want to relive. The Nightfall now coming down, and God's Rain, they're getting sandwiched. Vibhor left all on his lonesome in this 1v4 and gonna take the TP but walk straight into the hands of this oh so confident topper. Land his first shot. But he's not gonna give Vibhor the opportunity to turn this around. Vibhor still managing to find one. Will be able to sneak his way into sight, but Josh Ash, he sneaked around.
Very, very reliant on having good synergy with who's gonna be the man to not only trade you out but buy you a little bit of time to reposition. Nonetheless, talking about position, they're not going to be able to get any bit of it, God's Rain, at least for free. Because look at the amount of utility they have to walk through. Oh no, it's like walking into a blender and they've just been juiced out of existence.
All of that utility could be used to instead carpet bomb the site if you're just going to avoid the Opper altogether. And God's Rain now trying to do exactly that, but it may be too little too late. The Seekers though, he spots out the aggressive pushing. He still manages to pull one back. God's Rain now trying to force their way through into this site, but they're walking into a